Hello everyone, today we are going to see if it is possible to beat Super Mario Bros. Wonder while riding Yoshi the whole time. Now I know that sounds strange, so let me explain. We are going to be playing through the whole game while riding Yoshi, and at no point are we allowed to play a level where Mario can't ride on Yoshi. If at any point we do have Mario fall off and he can't get back on, I have to exit and restart the level from the beginning or a checkpoint. This game has multiple levels you can pick between in certain areas, so I thought this was going to be easy, but oh, I was very wrong. I did this on a new save, and I also streamed all of this over on Twitch to ensure this run was 100% legit. Now with all that being said, let's begin the challenge. The game starts us off in this very colorful intro, and we are able to ride Yoshi into the cutscene, where Bowser decides that this is the next cool look for a bad guy, I guess? I don't know. Anyway, we are able to make our way into the first level, where we can turn Mario into an elephant, and somehow Yoshi can still carry him, but he really doesn't look like he's doing too good down there. It's okay, buddy. Hang in there. The second level is called Piranha Plants on Parade, which is a very fitting name because we get to see all these piranha plants running around and singing a song. Scram Skedaddle is the next level, and all we have to do here is avoid these flying acorns and run around with the star power-up to get this Wonder Seed. I also feel like now is a good time to mention that Poplin houses and the world map don't count against us for this challenge, so we are able to get our first badge here and move on. I then proceeded to do Bull Rush coming through, Here Comes the Hoppos, and Wonder Token Tunes while getting the Wonder Seeds for all of these levels, which gave us enough to unlock the Wiggler race. This race was a bit of a challenge because we couldn't use any power-ups to break boxes in our way, and Yoshi's Flutter Kick actually slowed us down, but we were able to beat the Wiggler by just a couple seconds. The last normal level of World 1 we had to do was Bull Rush Express, which was only hard because we had like a split second to hit this Wonder Flower and get Mario back on Yoshi before all these Bull Rushes knocked us into the spikes. I was able to get the timing for this by holding both controllers in my hands and jumping right after Mario lands on Yoshi. Once we were on the Bulls, all we had to do was dodge some enemies and blocks, and then we were able to get our Wonder Seeds. The World 1 Castle wasn't hard until I got to Bowser Jr. boss fight. The first two phases of this fight were very easy, but the final phase involves Bowser Jr. making himself huge, and he takes 3 hits to beat. The problem I kept running into was that when I would hit him, Mario would get knocked off of Yoshi. I did manage to beat the fight, but Mario got knocked off of Yoshi during the final hit. However, I felt like this was unfair, so I decided to go back and do it again without having Mario fall off. After that, we now end up in a place called Petal Island, which pretty much acts like a hub world for this game, where we will come and go multiple times. However, for the sake of this video, and also my sanity, just assume all the levels are doable here unless I specifically mention one that is not. So, after making our way through some of the levels here, we head on to World 2. The first actual level we are going to be doing here is called Out of My Way Valley. This level didn't really pose any threat because all we had to do was dodge these ice blocks getting kicked at us, and I decided to go for the secret exit on this level, which requires us to ride this big snowball, but it was worth it because we got 2 Wonder Seeds. After looking at some of the other levels, I also went back for the normal exit Wonder Seed so that I could unlock the next path in World 2. Our next level for this world was Condarts Away, which had a lot of these annoying birds that fly super fast at Mario and Yoshi. However, that wasn't the only problem this level had. There we go. Like, we need the flutter off the wall jump. Oh shoot! We can't do this Wonder Seed! Oh no! Yup, that's right. We cannot get the Wonder Seed in this level either. Luckily for us, we were still able to complete the level and get 1 seed out of it, but because we weren't able to get that Wonder Seed, I decided to go back to Pokepede Pass and grab the Wonder Seeds there. This level was only difficult because in order to get the Wonder Seed, we had to deal with all this falling snow, but thankfully Yoshi was able to stay hydrated just by eating it all. The next level for World 2 was called Pole Block Passage. All we had to do here was hit these blocks to make poles appear that we can use to navigate the level. I forgot to grab the Wonder Seed here, but we were able to just get another one from Cloud Cover, which just involved us grabbing these tokens to get a Wonder Seed. I also did the KO arena here, just to get an extra Wonder Seed. Now that we have enough Wonder Seeds, we can unlock the next World 2 path and enter up and down puffy lifts. This level involves these cake-looking platforms that slowly condense down the longer you stand on them. Luckily, that was really the only mechanic for this level, so we were able to easily run through it. And we are now onto the first airship of the challenge, challenge, and in order to get the Wonder Seed here, we have to dodge this giant cannon shooting at us while the screen slowly moves. After that, all we have to do is run along this conveyor belt and push this big red button to blow up the airship. The final level I needed to complete before we took on the castle was cruising with linking lifts. This level involves Mario and Yoshi riding on this platform, but throughout the level you have to jump into these pieces to keep your platform from fully disappearing. This level did take me a couple attempts, but I eventually was able to clear it and get the Wonder Seeds in the process, so now we are able to take on the castle. This castle was awful. Throughout the whole level, there are random skeleton, piranhas, and fireballs spawning literally everywhere, which meant I got hit a lot, over and over and over again, but eventually we made it to Bowser Jr., which was just as awful. I kept getting hit by stupid attacks, or Mario would get sent flying off of Yoshi randomly when I would attack, so I ended up beating the boss without Mario on Yoshi. And just like the first world, I decided to go back and try the boss fight again, and for some unknown reason it actually worked this time. I'm honestly just really confused about the whole situation, so if any of you guys know why the boss fights are doing this, please let me know down in the comments. Anyway, with that mess taken care of, we are able to continue through Petal Island and make it to World 3. After we make a quick stop at the Poplin House, we enter the actual first level of World 3, which is the Hoppy Cat Trial. This level has a lot of enemies called, well, you probably guessed it, Hoppy Cats, but as long as we carefully time our jumps, we are able to run through this level with no issues. After that, I decided to do the Anglefish Trial next because I knew it would be another easy level. We were actually able to get the Wonder Seed for this level on top of just beating the levels, so we now had enough to unlock the next part of World 3, but I decided to try some other levels to stock up on enough Wonder Seeds. Unreachable Treasure was another easy seed to get because all we had to do was use the Parachute Cat badge and climb this pipe. The Crouching High Jump badge challenge was also doable with no issues, so we were able to continue with World 3. The Midway Trial was up next, and this level wasn't hard at all, but unfortunately it contained another Wonder Seed we couldn't get, which did not give me confidence for the rest of this world. At this point, I realized I would need another Wonder Seed, so I went back and did the Search Party, which just involved me jumping around randomly until I found all the Wonder Tokens I needed. Our next level in World 3 is the Sugar Star Trial, which we were thankfully able to get this Wonder Seed here because it just involved us running through the level with a star power again. And with that all complete, we were on the final trial of World 3. To my surprise, this level was actually very easy. All we had to do was ride along these zip tracks and dodge all the enemies to get to the flagpole and beat World 3. Except something was different. There was an empty scenery waiting for us at the end of the level, and a sense of uncertainty was presented to Mario and Yoshi. After we exited the level being all confused, Master Poplin told us that the Wonder Seed was the only way to get the true exit, so I thought it would be easy enough to just go back and do the level while getting the Wonder Seed this time. However, I got the Wonder Seed, and I was met with probably the worst surprise anyone could ask for. I knew it was coming up. Oh my gosh. That's right, this level is impossible to beat while riding Yoshi, and unfortunately, that also means we lose the challenge because this level is required to continue the game. Even with that bad news, I decided to keep playing and test all the other levels we needed to do, and to my surprise, there were a total of 5 levels that I found to be impossible while riding Yoshi. There's obviously the one we just talked about, but there's also 3 levels in World 5 that we can't do, and the final Bowser Castle of the game is also impossible. I'm not going to dive specifically into all of these levels, but the reasons they are all impossible is because a random Wonder Seed effect would prevent Mario from riding Yoshi, and we had no other way around it. So, unfortunately, because of those 5 levels, I can say with full confidence that it is not possible to beat Super Mario Bros. Wonder while riding Yoshi. I am very happy that I was able to give this challenge a try, and it was very interesting seeing some of the different types of challenges we had to face throughout the game. This video took me a while to make, so if you did enjoy it, please consider supporting the channel with a like or subscribe, as I would greatly appreciate it. And with all that being said, thank you for watching, God bless, and I will see you in the next video. Was their online score is maxed? Dog, what? My online score is like 200.